Marino, is there a difference in the result of transcendental activity if there is a difference in motivation? For example, one person's motivation to chant the holy name is to clean his consciousness, thinking only for himself, and the other person's motivation is to please the Lord.
Yes. Those are different stages of devotional service. That's one of the things that we went over, that a beginning or neophyte devotee in the offensive stage of chanting will have so many personal desires. Krishna describes in Bhagavad-gītā, there are 4 kinds of pious men who approach me in devotional service. The distressed, who wants relief. The impoverished, who wants money. The curious, who wants knowledge, usually of impersonal speculation and things like that. And the one in knowledge, who knows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and that pure devotion to Him is the goal of life. Those 4 kinds of people. In the beginning, they all want something for themselves, except the one in knowledge. And he doesn't want anything for himself. He wants to please the Lord. See? And then there's the extra credit program, where you go and help others. After you've attained everything, then you go, you help others and you bring others onto this path. But that's only for graduates. First you have to get through the examination before you're eligible for extra credit. So anyway, the 3 kinds of ordinary devotees, those who are in distress, those who are in need of money, and those who are curious, they have some personal motivation. They're engaging in devotional service, but the motivation for that devotional service is personal. They want some personal gain. They want relief from distress. They want some economic development. It's very well understood in the Vedas that economic development comes from pious activities. In the West, we've kind of forgotten that. But it is true. For example, just by chanting Vishnu Sahasranam, you get all the economic development that you need. You also get relief from any kind of disease or any kind of impious previous activities or any kind of limitations whatsoever due to karmic debts and so on. Just by chanting Vishnu Sahasranam is so powerful. Then by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, provided you're following all the regulative principles and so on, you will get love of God. That's why we chant Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaur Bhaktavrinda, the Panchatattva Mahamantra. We chant that mantra to minimize the offenses against the holy name. Because even we may not intend to make offenses, but just by habit or just by ignorance, maybe we make some offense against the holy name. So by invoking the names of Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda, Advaita Gadadhar, and Srivas, they're the Panchatattva. Lord Chaitanya appeared in 5 forms at once. Krishna can do that if he wants. He's superhuman, he's absolute, supreme. So if he wants, he can appear in 1 form, or if he wants, he can appear in 1,000,000 forms, all at the same time. He did that when he was dancing with the gopis. He expanded himself into thousands and millions of forms and danced with all the gopis at one time. And each gopi thought that she was dancing with Krishna alone. So he really knows women, huh? Anyway, Krishna was manifesting so many forms at the same time, and they were all equally potent and equally beautiful, and equally individual and separate. So Krishna, if he wants, he can certainly come in 5 forms. And then the interactions between these 5 forms will give rise to a tremendous realization and the education about the science of bhakti, because his forms, of course, are all pure and transcendental. So their interactions and their relationships are all on the spiritual platform. And they all show deep truths about spiritual life. So just by chanting this mantra, we counteract so many offenses against the holy name. This is a secret. That's why we do it. So anyway, if you chant these 1,000 names of Vishnu, if you chant this Panchatattva mantra, then you chant the Hare Krishna mantra, you'll be relieved from all sinful activities, and you'll be able to actually approach the transcendental platform. It may not happen right away. You may have some dues that you have to pay first.
Question from Ronald Singh. Does the karma follow the consciousness to the next body?
Oh, yes. Yeah, karma is subtle. It's not mind stuff. It's more subtle than mind. And the proof of that is that we don't remember our previous lifetimes. But we can understand, especially by astrology, very easily, what a person's previous life situation was. Because we can see the configuration of the karma that they brought into this life. That, plus knowing the laws of karma, that activities in the mode of goodness give karma in the mode of goodness. Activities in the mode of passion give karma in the mode of passion. Activities in the mode of ignorance give karma in the mode of ignorance. So if we see these modes in a person's life, then we know the activities that cause them must be of equivalent quality. See, it's very simple. It's like reverse engineering or reverse logic. You see the result, then you know the cause, because the quality of the cause is there in the result. Follow? Okay. So if we see someone experiencing karmic reactions, let's say in the mode of passion, this is very common. People have to work very hard. And they think like this too. They think, I have to work very hard. Or I'm not a man. They think like that. That means they are being influenced by the mode of passion. So in their previous life, they must have executed many activities and generated many impressions of the quality of passion. Because in this life, they're thinking like that, and because they think like that, then they have to act like that. And that means that they are acting from the results of those previous experiences. So it's very easy to understand, well, what kind of activities did this person perform? Because you can see the result. So yeah, the results of the previous activities come in the form of subtle impressions. Very, very subtle. And because of this, people have different values and different talents and different likes and dislikes automatically, by nature, by their birth. They're not trained into them. They're not, I mean, of course there are certain things in a person's personality that are a result of their early experiences and so on. But why do they have those particular early experiences? Because of their karma. But we can see, just like some people are born into a very nice, rich family with all kinds of facilities and opportunities, and other people are born in an ordinary working class family, and if they want to advance in life, they have to make their own opportunities. I was like that. I was born in an ordinary family, working class, lower middle class or working class people. We had no big fortune or no property or no anything special in life, My family expected me to grow up, graduate from high school, go out and get a job and work the rest of my life in some corporation. And I said, no thanks, I'm going to college. So I worked very hard. I got myself a scholarship, got a couple of scholarships actually, and I chose the one I wanted, which was in music, and then I went off to music school, and I had a very nice career in the music business. So if you have even the worst karma, you can create better karma by changing your intelligence, changing your consciousness, changing your knowledge. You see? Even in a material sense, that's perfectly true. What to speak of in a spiritual sense? Simply by cultivating spiritual consciousness, you can create opportunities for spiritual advancement where there are none. Even in a life which is, materially condemned for any number of reasons, you can create opportunities if you're sincere. What's stated in Nectar of Devotion is